Okay, Carter, Eli, we are doing the last row of this review. We did all the review stuff yesterday. We are doing the last little row right here, and then we're going to get the Skittles out. We're going to count Skittles. We're going to get your Skittles out and count your Skittles. Sorry, your Skittles will be touched. But you can eat them Monday when you come back, or maybe not eat them. I don't know where you're at on your weight stuff, whatever, if you're allowed to eat or not. So there you go. You can have them on Monday and do with them as you please. But we are finding sample size for a mean. So if they give you information as it applies to mean, and they say, what is the sample size? Okay. They will say they want your error to be within a certain amount. Like our error here was 5.504. That's what we got for an error when we did all the calculations up above here. Okay. So I'm going to say down here, let's first write the formula. Okay. If I take this guy and like undo him, right? Like redo all of the stuff and solve for n, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these guys, right? Right? So now I have like, no, wait, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to divide by, don't write this down. Don't write this down. Not yet. I'm going to divide by z, right? So now this is e over z, yeah? And he's gone. Now I'm going to flip these two places, right? So I have the square root of n is equal to s over e divided by z, yeah? And then I square the whole thing, right? And if you want to, you can flip them to the top. Do we have a formula for, somebody have their notes? They might have flipped it to the top in the formula that they wrote for 7-2. I don't know. Ethan hasn't turned in his 7-1. They did, they flipped it to the top. So they wrote it as n equals, yep, they flipped it to the top. So they did z times, I'm going to call it s, they called it sigma, whatever you want to call it, whatever standard deviation they give you, and there's that. So they took this guy, they flipped it to the top, and they wrote it like that, okay? So that's the formula that you need. I'm going to get rid of this now. That's all my work. Don't write that work down, okay? There is the formula that you need to calculate the n, okay?
So we write that.
So you write that down in your little formula box, okay? That is how you figure out what your sample size needs to be. Okay, so I'm going to use same example. So I'm going to use the same information up here. But I want to know how many people do I need to survey for the error to be within, and we're talking a mean now. We're not talking about percentage. We're not talking about proportion. So I want my error to be within 4 points. Okay? My error above. I'll let you write that down, and then we'll talk. What? We're just using the same stuff up there, so I'm not going to rewrite it. Oh, no. It's just the same stuff as what was right here. So if you want to draw an arrow, you can. It's just that all that same stuff. Okay? All right. My error in the problem that I did up here, the error was 5.5. And I surveyed how many people? 22 students, right? I want my error to be less than that. I don't want to be off by 5.5. I only want to be off by 4 points on either side. So I want this window that I have right here to be within 4 points on either side, right? I want to narrow that window down, okay? So how many people am I going to have to survey? More than 22, right? Okay, so I use this formula. I need n is equal to, I have to know what z is, okay? What z, up here, we use the t-chart because n was less than 30. But the problem is we're trying to solve for n. So we can't use the t-chart because we have to know degrees of freedom. So that's why you use the z-chart. What z do we use for 90%? 1.645. I don't know. Check that. Oh, this one right there? Yep. Is the z 1.645 for 90%? 1.645 times the standard deviation, which was 15, over the error. And I want the error to only be 4, and I want to square that. So if I do that all and find my n and multiply and square and all the things, I don't know. We know the number should be more than 22, right? 1.645 times 15. Whoa. 1.645 times 15 divided by 4 and squared is, that's not too bad, is 38.05. So if I survey like almost double the amount of people, 38 people, that's not too many, right? I end up with an error of 4. But we always round up. So even though 05, that's like slightly above 38, what if I only surveyed 38? What would my error end up being? It would like end up being 4.01 error, and I want 4.01. I want it 4 at max, right? So if I want 4 max error, I have to survey 39 people, right? That's why I have to round him up. Otherwise, the error will be slightly above 4, and I want it slightly above 4. I want 4 max, right? So I have to survey 39 people. Got it?
Are we gonna have any homework in this class?
Good, good. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. We'll do your we'll do your Skittles project. We might just get as far as counting. Yeah, I bet we just get as far as counting. So I bet we don't have any homework. Okay. All right. So you boys, we're gonna do this. Where are we at here?
Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah, here we go. Oh shoot, and I don't have. You guys have this in your packet, don't you?
Wait, can you color?
Woo!
Yeah. So I
Oh no, it's not in color. How did I do that? Okay, what did you need, darling?
Oh, okay. I just need to know what lessons go where.
Oh yeah. 7-1 is the first 2, 7-2 is the second 2, and the last 5th one is 7-3.
So the first one is yellow. What's the second one?
Okay, all right. So I'm sorry, you're not in color. Okay, so maybe mark these. And does everybody know where we are?
No.
Hang on, we have to color it.
Mark them.
Where's the stats?
Yellow, purple,
Yellow, purple, green, red, orange. I'm sorry.
color. What if
I'm sorry.
I go to the country store over lunch and also do this with M&M's?
Oh, I don't care. Sure.
We have food truck.
You do whatever you want. Okay, and I don't have names on here. Should we go in alphabetical order or should I just go around the room?
Forgot we have that.
I'll write them down while you guys separate, okay? All right, so I'll write names down.
I didn't know.
Now you just put a hole in my cardboard.
Are you gonna use it?
All right.
We're moving out.
Okay, so can I stop recording for those boys? Okay, boys, I'm gonna stop recording. We're gonna count your Skittles and we're gonna put everybody's here. So basically, we have all the names here, and then we're gonna count the number of each colored Skittles, right? Okay, we will have this information for you. That's probably all the further we'll get today, and then we're gonna do data analysis, like on all of this stuff. Whew, that's a lot.
We get like a whole big pack, or we have like.
Like this is all the packet, whatever's behind it. Do you have the whole big packet? Does it look like that?
Yeah. No, I meant. Never mind. That's
Oh yeah. They're full size. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, so let's write some names.
Okay. I'm gonna stop recording. I'll write names in while you guys separate. Okay.